So Lady Carnarvon is a fond lover of summer pudding, but it's Christmas time, so we've twisted it. We've given it a little bit of a tweak and we've turned it into a mulled wine pudding. There's not a lot of berries around this time of year, but frozen work just as well. And to be honest, there's still the old raspberry out there today, so feel free to use them. We use blood orange. I personally find it's got a better flavour. We use a nice bottle of red wine. Just a little bit. A few bay leaves, just to give it a little flavour. A few cloves. Star anise, cinnamon, and vanilla pod. Okay, we're going to put this in at the end though, because I don't want this to break down too much. And we sweeten it with brown sugar. So I should bring this to the boil. So the blood orange and the red wine has come to temperature now. It's just simmering. So just going to put it off to one side. Now we're going to add our vanilla and our red currant jelly. The red currant jelly will give it a lovely smoothness and a little bit more of a shine. So now the red currant jelly is melted into the red wine and the blood orange, we're going to add our fruits. Try really hard not to move this too much. The more you stir it, the more you're going to break the fruit down, the less actual fruit there'll be in it. So just very gently, just move it around. This is going to look quite wet, but by the time we put our gelatine through this, it will set really well, and you need that dipping sauce for the bread to give it a great stain, a great colour and that flavour. And the fruit will be sat in the middle. So the last touch is now to be added before we compile the pudding with the bread. Just a little bit of nutmeg put for these berries. And again, we'll taste that. And in this pot, we have just a little bit of blood orange, a little bit more red wine, and we're going to melt the gelatine before putting it into the berries. However, if you are vegetarian, you can use agar-agar, which is readily available. So you find me now in the pastry section here at Highclere Castle, and we're going to compile the summer pudding in a mulled wine stock. It's exactly the same. We're going to take the bread, we're going to dip it into the mulled wine, and we're going to lay it into a bowl, very similar to summer pudding, but it's a mulled wine pudding. It's all in the flavour. This is just a normal glass dish, double lined with cling film. We're going to put a little paper cartouche in the bottom, just so we absolutely guarantee it turns out when you want it to. You can also put in a bread layer in the middle, just to give it a little bit of stability, because sometimes just all those fruits can become quite wobbly. Take the berries, strain out the juice, which is of it all. So just get a spoon. Beautiful, give it a quick taste. We now will take out as much of the cinnamon sticks and the star anise and the bay leaves as we can, and we use this as a top garnish to make it look pretty on the table. Okay, remove the berries, and underneath you have your dipping stock. Take your bread, dip in, dip round, and place inside. While the bread is wet and soaking up all these juices, it becomes very pliable. So this is a bit where you very gently squeeze them together to make sure they keep their shape. Now we add some berries. And again, you're doing one more check to make sure I haven't missed anything. So the last berries have gone in. Last disc. Okay, so just fold these over. Okay, beautiful. Now you have enough saucer at home, with a little bit of weight, a tin of soup, compress that down. Try not to let it drip too much over the edge. The gelatine will set the sauce, so it'll be fine. Into the fridge, 24 hours, job done. Right, so we've taken summer pudding out of the fridge. Hopefully it's set from last night. We're going to very carefully now turn it out. There you go. Now we have some more berries. Okay, so to dress the mulled wine pudding, I've taken some of the berries, put a little bit more heat into them. You have this cascading over the side. You can also garnish with some orange. Just watch that fall off. And if you really want to, put a cinnamon stick on.